coming to you live from the MediaPlex in downtown Windsor. This is a presentation of St. Clair College Journalism.
Good evening. I'm Saz Fahani and you are watching MediaPlex News Now. Let's join Constable Lauren Briscoe from Crime Stoppers with this week's updates.
On February 9th, just before noon, Windsor Police responded to an assault call in the 700 block of Brant Street. Through investigation, they determined that a 51-year-old male victim had been stabbed in a targeted incident. The victim was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators have since identified the suspect as David Nelson. Nelson is a white male, approximately 5'7", 180 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. A photograph of Nelson can be located on our website, catchcrooks.com. Anyone with surveillance footage or information on Nelson's whereabouts is asked to contact the Major Crimes Unit. If you wish to remain anonymous, contact Crime Stoppers at 519-258-8477 or online at catchcrooks.com. I am Police Coordinator Lauren Briscoe.
When Aya Bezzi signed on to do tonight's weather, she was expecting a winter's day. Aya, what is happening out there?
Hi, Soha. Right now, it's pretty nice. The temperature's sitting around 7 degrees Celsius. Later tonight, we can expect some rain before morning, but stay tuned later in the show for our full 3-day forecast.
If you are into the arts, the UMA just might be the place to be. Tyler Clapp reports.
A place for creators of all kinds could be changing Windsor's art world. Located in the downtown core, Yuma Loft is a studio catering to photographers, video producers, and musicians, among other creative types. Owner Cameron Cusimano said Yuma Loft makes it easy for artists to find a good place to work.
I want people to feel like you don't have to go to a bigger city to, get the types of content you need or, have those types of experiences. Like we can have that in the city here.
Aside from possibly benefiting Windsor's art world, some are also saying places like Yuma Loft could change Windsor overall. Debbie Kay is a marketing representative and artist in the Walkerville Artists Collective. They are a nonprofit dedicated to promoting the works of their members to residents. She said studios like Yuma Loft can benefit cities like Windsor in meaningful ways.
Just having, creative installations throughout the city and different artists working together, I think it would boost our tourism, and you'll see different people flocking to live in creative, artsy environments within our city as well.
On the whole, it seems Yuma Loft will become a prime place for photographers and other artists.
I'm Tyler Clapp for MediaPlex News.
Let's join the Windsor Symphony at the Capitol. Juan Jung reports.
Windsor's Capitol Theatre hosts Oscar Peterson commemorative performance. It's widely considered to be one of Canada's most respected musicians and one of the greatest jazz pianists of all time.
I'm really excited that the Windsor Symphony Orchestra can bring to our stage here at the Capitol Theatre the music of Oscar Peterson and Florence Price. Oscar Peterson was really sort of such a giant in the world of jazz, and to have this arrangement for jazz piano trio and orchestra that we can perform here on our stage is something quite special.
Florence Price was an African-American composer who was the first African-American woman to have a piece performed by a major symphony orchestra, the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. It was this very piece, the Symphony No. 1, that they are performing on stage with the Windsor Symphony Orchestra.
The thing about both the music of Oscar Peterson and Florence Price is that both, while they're completely different styles of music, both really speak to me as a musician, to the musicians of the orchestra, and to the audience. And I really think that's what's at the core, at the center of the appeal of these two composers and these two pieces that we're playing, is that they really speak right directly to the soul and to the heart of our audience.
Also, on this day, students from the nearby elementary school were invited to perform. This is an opportunity to satisfy their understanding and curiosity about the orchestra. Looking forward to the birth of the second Oscar and Florence, the future of Canadian orchestra is expected to be bright. For MediaPlex News, I'm Juan Jung.
A film festival to celebrate the Capitol Theatre anniversary is scheduled for Saturday, February 18. Tyler Clapp had the story.
A mainstay of downtown Windsor will celebrate its 100th anniversary next Saturday. Known for its plays and film festival, the Capitol Theatre will hold a Capitol Legacy celebration on Saturday, February 18th from 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. The celebration is partnered with groups like WIF and Museum Windsor. Scheduled events include tours of the Capitol Theatre and screenings of Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Even after 100 years, the show is still going on at the Capitol Theatre. I'm Tyler Clapp for MediaPlex News.
We all love sweets at Valentine's Day. Here's Mackenzie Adams.
Love is in the air across Windsor, Essex as local treat shops gear up for their busiest time of the year. Valentine's Day is over 1,500 years old, but gifting chocolate was not popularized until 1861. With everyone getting ready to treat their loved ones, Spoontastic has been busy making chocolate-covered everything. Located on Erie Street, the local family-run chocolate shop has been open since 2015. Owner Jarmina Witherspoon and her family have been working hard prepping for Valentine's Day.
I will be so happy when February 15th comes. But it's not like I'm not used to it. Like, we're used to it. Right now, it's just like the calm before the storm. But it's going to happen. It's going to start tonight, and then it's going to continue until Tuesday night.
The cost of living is causing Canadians to cut back on spending, but Witherspoon doesn't think Valentine's Day will slow down anyone's spending habits.
I think it's gonna be the same because it's such a overhyped holiday that if your girlfriend does not have anything to show on Instagram or Facebook of what you did for her on this day, it's gonna be a problem. Although you've done something for like 364 days.
From chocolate-covered pretzels to chamoy-covered gummies, Spoontastic has everything to satisfy your sweet tooth. Each year, there is 58 million pounds of chocolate sold on Valentine's Day, and that should be enough sweet for everybody. Now it's time to go get yours. Back to you.
If you are still wondering what to do for Valentine's Day, then listen to Manny. She has some ideas.
Happy Valentine's Day. What? You don't have any gifts for your Valentine? OMG. Don't worry. I am here to help you find the right gift for your Valentine's under your budget. Okay? Hurry now! I am Manvi Shetty from MediaPlex News.
What do college students have going on for Valentine's Day? Kayla Tarnowski was on the street to find out.
It's Valentine's Day, and I'm here at St. Clair College to ask students what their plans for the rest of the day are.
Actually, I don't have any plans like per se, but at 3 o'clock I have a shift at Sunrise Windsor. So I'm gonna go there and work for 5 to 6 hours, and then I'm just gonna come back and relax, I guess.
Actually, I'll go out for dinner with my friends and have some and buy some chocolate and share it together.
Well, I don't have any plan for Valentine, but I want to play volleyball with my friends at South Campus.
An original dance production is coming to the Chrysler Theatre in the Windsor this winter. Mehak Nahar had the report.
A testament to how art always shows us the way to our true happiness when we let it. Led by local art enthusiast and entrepreneur Justin Twain.
We invite people of all backgrounds to participate, whether you are a senior or youth or student. We have tickets for everybody, and this is a show that really speaks to everyone, I think, who is an artist or an entrepreneur or a business person. No matter what background you are, I think you would enjoy this show.
Dancers are asked to bring comfortable clothing, water, running shoes, character shoes, and dance heels if able, and be prepared to show off any tricks or special skills. This large-scale dance production is a great opportunity for the Windsor Essex dance community to experience a paid professional dance production, usually only given a chance on the stage in larger cities, as well as chance to show the city what a true breeding ground our programs and talented instructors have created here in Windsor Essex County. News is a riveting story of searching for your life's passion, juggling the demands of society, and finding yourself. For MediaPlex News, I'm Mehak Nahar.
Advancements in technology are affecting today's education system. Samarjit Singh had the story.
In 21st century, technology has impacted almost every aspect of life today, and education is no exception. However, in many ways, technology has profoundly changes education. For one, technology has greatly expanded access to education. I am here at University of Windsor to talk how technology is changing education system.
Nikhil Pimpalkar is a student of medical biotechnology in University of Windsor.
It has changed the whole concept of learning for me, I guess. Earlier it wasn't slate and a blackboard system, which was in our schools and colleges, and which was a very like a theoretical concept. But now, like most of the classes, they have Udemy and there's Wi-Fi connectivity as well. So mostly this online system which has which came into existence, it's like now each and everything which is being tutored in universities or college is like a detailed diagram for the students as well, and as it is very beneficial for teachers as well.
Let's talk to Mazhar Islam Naushad, who is an assistant teacher and an engineering student.
All the schools, they have come to online platform to teach the students. But the thing is that students would go online for hours, right? They're gonna study online, but at the same time, they're not, socializing with other students. They're like in a confined space, just on a screen. It's like a window. So they're not talking to anyone. It's like online, they're talking online, but not socializing, and that's the scary part.
Some students are really happy with the advancement of technology as it is really easier for them to study, but also there are some negative effects that students are in a confined space and not learning how to socialize with other students. For MediaPlex News, I am Samarjit Singh.
Looking for something to do? Then GT might have an idea for you.
What do people always do during their free time? Different people have different hobbies. Some like reading, some like cooking, some like doing sport. From the date of hobbies and activities in Canada in 2022, there are 21% people like doing some sports and fitness. Every day there are many students in Total Lancer Center because it is free for students at University of Windsor. Students can do many different types of sports here.
Like from my undergraduate in university, the first time I go to the gym is because I have a lot of pressure with my friends. So we go to the gym to find a personal trainer. She's a female and she's really kind. So I love exercise.
Kristen is a graduate student at the University of Windsor. She thinks doing sports and fitness makes her happy and comfortable. She gets a lot from sport.
A festival celebrating Black History Month was held at the University of Windsor, and they also opened Afrofest. Here is my story. The African festival Afrofest is an annual celebration of Black Month history in the University of Windsor. This year marks its 18th anniversary since being founded in 2006. Alma Jalalo is the Afrofest coordinator. She's a third-year student of double major forensic science and psychology at University of Windsor.
Today's our opening ceremony. We're having people come in and give, inspiring talks to our students. This is a very important day for Afrofest. This is just a day to welcome students into Afrofest. We're going to be having events all across the month, but today is, the day where we welcome again our students into the month of February.
Bunmi Africa is a performance sports and a graduate student at the University of Windsor. She says that this month is so important because they need to celebrate themselves.
I'm super excited. I've just performed. Afrofest is super important for people of all Black, cultures and descent. Everybody in the Africa diaspora. We're just trying to bring everybody together, have a good time, learn about our history, celebrate our future. That is Afrofest.
This month is full of events for Afrofest in the University of Windsor. As Away from Home, Winter Market, Talent Show, Smart Money Tribe, and Trivia Night.
I feel like Black people have gone through so much in history, so much that needs to be highlighted, the achievements of our leaders, our youth. There's so much going on in the African community that is not being put out there due to certain systemic obstacles. So it's very important that we celebrate ourselves every time at this time of the year. In fact, all year, all the time. We deserve it.
I am Saha Asfahani for MediaPlex News. Sometimes it's hard not to think about the negative impact of social media. Rawat Kansoon tells us more.
According to Statistics Canada, social media use has taken the control over the past decade and a half. During a study about negative effect of the social media usage, in 2018, 9 out of 10 Canadians aged 14 to 34, 8 out of 10 aged 35 to 49, 6 out of 10 aged 50 to 64.
The material that we see online from creators is not something that actually helps us. It causes a lot of depression because people are comparing themselves to that. You see a lot of young girls are watching influencers and they try to mimic them and live a similar lifestyle.
This high usage of social media examined outcomes that affected the Canadian health. Loss of sleep, concentration troubles or on tasks or activities, less physical activity, feeling anxious or depressed, feeling angry or frustrated, feeling envious of their lives.
A big change is banging at the door of Windsor's housing situation. Tyler Clapp had the story.
The City of Windsor is currently looking for feedback on a proposed tax. I took a look at how it may affect you. With housing regarded as one of the biggest issues facing Windsorites, a response has been proposed. First presented to City Council in December 2021, a vacant home tax would require all owners of residential properties to self-declare the occupancy status of their property. If their property is vacant, the tax would be applied. This tax would not apply to property owners who are living in their own homes. Janice Guthrie is the Deputy Treasurer of Taxation and Financial Projects for the City of Windsor. She said the aim of the tax is to meet the needs of residents.
The goal of this program is to really entice property owners that are sitting on homes to either sell them or to open them up for rent so that we can help start addressing some of our homelessness and housing crisis.
If passed, the tax may do more than just lower the number of empty homes. Sarah Sipkar is a school board trustee who also helps to develop tiny homes and other properties in downtown Windsor. She said the tax's aim of encouraging sales of empty homes, especially ones in disrepair, can change what types of property are built.
If they get demolished, you can then put up a 3-unit single-family home with 2 additional dwelling units on the property, and that's a very attractive proposal for some of those small-scale investors who are running the numbers.
Aside from changing those who develop properties, it can also impact those selling them. Sasha Miletic is a real estate agent who sells properties in Windsor, Lakeshore, and Tecumseh. He said a vacant home tax is a step in the right direction.
I applaud the city for imposing this tax. Vacant homes are not even good for the homeowners because your insurance goes up if it's vacant, and it's not good for the neighborhood.
While the tax has not yet been made official, it seems it may have an effect on where residents call home. the City of Windsor is actively looking for residents to make their thoughts about the tax known. A survey can be accessed at the City of Windsor website and will be up until February 19th. For MediaPlex News, I'm Tyler Clapp.
Our weather specialist Aya Bazi is standing by with a look at our forecast. Aya, please, say spring.
Sorry, Soha, we do not have spring, but I do have a Valentine's Day fact. Did you know nearly 250 million roses are grown in preparation for Valentine's Day? With that being said, let's move on to the 3-day forecast. Wednesday, there's a chance of showers with a high of 16. Thursday, we can expect rain and a high of 5. And Friday, a chance of flurries and a high of -1. That's it for me from the corner of University and Victoria. Back to you in the studio.
Hockey is played around the world and of course is a staple of life in Canada. But as Dale Cabokin shows, as hockey is not just for the able-bodied.
This is sledge hockey, or as it's officially referred to, para-ice hockey. It's ice hockey for people with disabilities. My name is Michael Beret. I was born with cerebral palsy. Mine is a more mild variation of it. It affects my legs, and my legs get very tight very fast compared to the usual, and it also affects my balance, so I don't have the balance to go on regular ice skates and play regular hockey. I was born 2 months early, so premature, so that's why I developed the disability when I was born. Going from being a kid who didn't think he would be capable of doing anything like this to find out that I could and have an outlet to do that at a competitive level, absolutely life-changing. Yeah, I've had a few times where I've been hit by a puck, hit in the back below the pads, knocked the wind out of me. I've sprained a wrist playing the sport. Injuries come. I'm lucky I haven't had a concussion. I know a lot of people that have, because playing a contact sport, of course, there's always that risk, but I've been pretty lucky, I'd say. Really just, I want to spread word about the sport. I want people to know about it. It's not very well known. Like it's a Paralympic sport, of course, but not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people are exposed, and if I can expose more people with disabilities like me the same way my friend did when I was younger, exposed me, if I could do that, then it means I'm doing something for the sport, and that's what I want to do.
Another sport has been gaining in popularity. Tyler Clapp reports one Windsorite is making a name for himself.
My name is Brandon Kersey. I'm the co-owner of Kersey Kickbox Fitness Club. I've been involved in martial arts now since the age of 3. So I'm 46 now, so I've been involved my whole life. My parents have a karate school, so Mr. Kersey's Karate School. Pretty well, just, when we were able to start walking, that's when my dad started introducing martial arts to us just a little bit at a time. But actually in a class, I started at the age of 3. I received my junior black belt at 13, my official black belt at 16. I've competed all over the world, have 2 world titles. So in 1997, my wife Krista and I, we lived in Toronto. So we ran our coach's gym, that was the coach for Team Canada. We ran his gym in Mississauga. And they introduced a program up there, a fitness kickbox program. So that's actually how we learned it. And then from there, we just built it, piece by piece, and we've added it to our program, and this is what we do full time now. So a lot of the attributes that we've learned in martial arts, we pulled that over to what we teach. Like I said earlier, the hard work, dedication, the self-discipline, the positive mindset, the highs, the lows, being able to fight through that, and then constantly the 1% improvement, just small improvements. So we take those same ideas, and when our trainers teach in class, they're talking about those as people are learning and doing the class. But I enjoy, having people come in that aren't too sure of themselves, and they're learning a new skill, but being able to teach someone that knows nothing about martial arts, and just teaching them the basics of martial arts, of our boxing and kickboxing, health, overall lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, and being able to see the light switch come on, seeing the light bulb when they get it, I enjoy that the most.
Here's Zach Balog with this week's news and reviews.
It's that time of the show where I take a look at the hottest movies, TV, and music, new and old. It's time for Zach's Views and Reviews. This week we have a double feature, and we start with the movie Queen Pins. This film, starring Kristen Bell, revolves around a frustrated suburban housewife and her best friend who hatch an illegal coupon club scheme that scams millions from corporations and delivers deals to legions of fellow coupon clippers. This film was fun, and it had a great plot. 4 Z's. Next up is the movie Ted 2, starring Seth MacFarlane and Mark Wahlberg. This film, that gives an R rating an understatement, shows Wahlberg and his lovable teddy bear in the fight over whether or not Ted is a human or property. This film had a great cast that included Morgan Freeman. That alone, 4 Z's. Finally, I go over the song Never Gonna Not Dance Again by the one and only Pink. This song is an upbeat dance song that we all need right now. Its fun pop production makes it impossible not to dance. 4 Z's. That's it for this edition of Views and Reviews. If you have a movie, TV show, or song you think I should review, hit me up on Twitter at BigManBalog25.
Don't let this spring-like weather fool you. Winter isn't finished yet, and the cold weather will be back just in time for the polar plunge on February 24.
On behalf of the Windsor Police and St. Clair College, I'm excited to announce that after a 2-year hiatus, we are back in person with the coolest Windsor Essex event, Polar Plunge 2023.
Through Special Olympics, people with intellectual disabilities discover and nurture their abilities, their skills, and their drive for success, all through the power of sport. These amazing athletes find joy, they find confidence and fulfillment in athletic competition and in life. Through this collaboration, we have raised nearly $300,000 in support of law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics.
What do you got in your hand? So it's a donation that we are going to make to the cause, $2,500 on behalf of the SRC. We will be donating to the cause. SRC really did a great job donating, so we thought we'd do the same thing and match the donation with another $2,500 from the SSAA.
$2,500. So we also are happy to be here and to sponsor this event. We have now for 9 years as well. So today we are happy to give $10,000.
$10,000 from the Alumni Association. There you go. So let's move everybody over to get ready for the slip, slide, and away as we kick off the 2023 Polar Plunge for Special Olympics Windsor Essex.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Saz Fahani, and you've been watching MediaPlex News Now.
MediaPlex News Now is a production of the St. Clair College Journalism Program.